Good morning, folks. I am here on a Friday morning. Friday morning before Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm having a meal here on Monday. And so we're heading to Costco today, going shopping. Oh, do you guys have Costco in the States? The best part of waking up is some kind of coffee in your cup. Oh my gosh, that's good. Oh, I hope you guys are blessed with a good cup of coffee. I do. And Laylu is in here. I never locked her out today. Hello, Laylu. You're here looking to see what I'm doing. You can see her tail. That's about it. I don't know who she's watching underneath the table, probably the cat. Who is laying in front of the fridge. She's a weird one, you know. She's a weird one. She's been following me around lately. And laying usually where I am, which is different for her. Yeah, so going to Costco. Hopefully going to gather up some things for the gathering. As I get older, my mom gets older, the gatherings tend to seem to like graduate over in my direction. Not usually my cup of tea. Not usually my, how do I put this without sounding awful? I'm an introvert. I don't usually like people at my house that much. I like my comfort zone. I like not worrying about certain things, and I think that has a lot to do with because I don't know. I really don't know. Can anybody relate? I'm just not much of a let's invite a bunch of people over and have a big meal and chat. I love you all out there if any family are watching this, but it is what it is. You know what? It is what it is. My partner likes doing this sort of thing, so he's going to do this sort of thing, and I've been doing it for the last few years. I would be more like, let's invite everybody over and have a potluck. I guess it's because I'm not really into the cooking so much either. I guess it's I'm not really a motherly, wifey type. Is there a type nowadays? I don't know if there is. But I do know Miss Libby is all dressed up for the occasion with her turkey get-up. Hey, Libby. She's got her turkey get-up on. I think this outfit from Temu is super, super cute. Super cute. I just want to say I wish everybody in Canada, or if you celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving coming up, enjoy a meal with your family. My son says, why are we going to do this? It's going to, have all kinds of people. I said, you know what? The only time really a bunch of people get together is usually weddings and funerals, and more funerals than weddings. So it's really sad because when we went to a funeral not that long ago, my partner and I, that's what people were talking about. Because it's why do we go to funerals? We feel obligated. It's a gathering that hasn't disappeared by the wayside as of yet. Are funerals as big as they used to be? No. My gosh, remember the days when you were a kid, if you're as old as me or older, you would watch the hearse go down and there'd be a pile of cars going behind and everybody would pull over to the side and they were so respectful and just sat and waited till the hearse went down and to make sure that the what they call the family of cars, or the cars behind. You know, you wouldn't cut in front of them, break into the stretch of cars. They would go through like stoplights and stuff like that sometimes. Once they proceeded to start, they would continue to go through the stop sign. So if the hearse came to the stop sign, he would continue, and then everybody that was part of that group would continue to go through the stop sign, and they would all travel from the church to the graveyard. And that's usually the way it went. Nowadays, it's so different. I never see a hearse around here. I don't know anybody else, but I never see hearses around here. So if there's a few cars traveling to a graveyard for some reason, nobody really knows what's going on. And for the most part, there's no hearses because the majority of people are cremated. That's usually the way it goes. People are cremated now, and I think the family just takes the cremation with them, or the funeral home, which is something you can just put in a vehicle. You don't need a hearse. It's really strange how things have changed so much. You know, I mean, you can keep remains in your house, which is bizarre in a way, isn't it? It's okay to scatter remains where before it was illegal. So basically, you can scatter remains on your own property, plant a tree, and after you're gone, it's gone, and there's not even a marker. It's so bizarre, isn't it? I believe probably individuals who have a very strong religious faith probably do still follow a lot of the traditional ways. It's been a very, very long time since I went to a funeral where someone was embalmed and not cremated. Like even my grandmother of almost 100, very traditional Catholic, was cremated. They still had the traditional church service, the church funeral, and then from there, we traveled down to the graveyard. And so, yes, that did take place. There was a bunch of us. This is very unusual around this town, I find, or that I've been involved in. And I get on this tangent of this because I'm talking about family gatherings. At one time, family gatherings, everybody would get big gatherings for Christmas dinner, Easter, and Thanksgiving. You know, there's probably a lot of people who still do that. You see families, you see movies, you see things that usually uproar at a gathering and stuff like that. So it's not, to me, it's not the way it used to be. It could be because I'm older, and there's not a bunch of little kids and siblings and things like that getting together. It could be that, and that's probably most likely what it is. But there is a percentage of me that feels that things have really, really changed. And I like the fact that people are not necessarily feeling pressured to follow traditions per se and doing what's best for them. Yet, without those traditional things, people don't gather. And so you have a bunch of family in a town that you never see together or pass by in a Walmart or something like that. What about you guys? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that families, units are really, really changing? I used to have this repetitive dream where I had this big house, like a big, old, maybe funeral size, old Victorian home, and family lived there. immediate family and extended families live there. And some other people live there. And it's just people that you knew and stuff. But the idea of it was that you'd always have childcare, you would always have elder care, you would always have a good home cooked meal, laundry would be done, all those things would be done, and people had different roles where certain people did the childcare, certain people made the meals, went out and worked and paid for expenses, and we all had a role. Wouldn't that be making life easier in so many ways if we could just get along to do this? Like, this is like going back to maybe the way it used to be. Because everybody is out in their own little space, paying a fortune, especially for rent, and trying to get sitters, do their cleaning, house care, cook meals, which is usually ended up being a lot of fast food meals, and everybody's getting bigger by the minute, and plus earn an income, so it's a lot of extra stress on people. It's a lot of extra stress on people. I always found it, and the people that I knew, I kind of, in a way, envied that they didn't have to pay for childcare or something. Like they had a parent who lived with them or something like that. And it's such a benefit to get up, get ready, go to work, not have to get your kid dressed up, lug them somewhere to daycare, drop them off screeching, going to work, pick them up, they don't want to leave, taking them home, they're tired, you're tired, they're hungry, you come home, you got to make a meal. And you're like, oh my God, do I really want to start this big meal? Usually do something quick or fast, and then, and do it all over again the next day. And then the weekend comes, you're doing laundry, cleaning, dusting, trying to fit some quality time in there with the kids. I feel like I did too much of the cleaning and the stuff that I should have just said F that and just did things with the kids, not worry about that stuff. But it does weigh on you, because if you don't get it done, who's going to do it? And it's just, I don't know. See how I can have a conversation, it just ends up being something completely different. Anyway, guys, I am going to finish my beautiful coffee, which is so good. I am going to patiently wait for Trevor to get up and get dressed. Then we're taking off to Costco. And I hope I do find some cool things. Might bring you along. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, bye everyone. Bye. Bye from Libby in her turkey outfit. I love this turkey outfit. Team you guys. Team you. Team you. So cute. All right. Bye guys.